Planning for a Seder often begins with consideration of the Seder plate. It is filled with food items which recall various aspects of the Exodus story and help us in performing the Seder ritual. So let me screen share a fairly typical Seder plate with you. Notice the Seder plate has all the normal items one would expect. There are variations, by the way, among Seder plates. Some have one more slot or another, but this is pretty basic. You begin with the shank bone representing the Passover sacrifice that was utilized to obtain blood to put on the doorpost. You have two forms of bitter herbs. Begin with the traditional horseradish, but also there's another set of bitter herbs in the form normally like romaine lettuce. Actually, in the Talmud, the recommendation for bitter herbs is this romaine lettuce, and you can just consume it as at one of the opportunities to eat moror or bitter herbs. The beta, the egg, this is a roasted hard-boiled egg. It represents the additional Passover sacrifice that was done in temple times. Tip, hard-boil it before you roast it. It's a lot less messy. Here's the karpas, the greens. Usually people use parsley, but you don't have to use parsley for one of the earlier elements of the Seder, where we dip this in salt water to remind ourselves that even though spring is coming, there's still tears to be remembered. And I think this year that has kind of a special resonance. And then you have haroset, which is the gooey, sticky stuff. Here you'll find some recipes on our Passover recipe page that may make your haroset a little more interesting this year, particularly with a Sephardi twist. Of course, you always have matzah on the table, 3 matzot, or like the official matzahs also. Please remember that you want to look to make sure that the matzah you're using is appropriate for ritual items. That is, that egg matzah, grape matzah, gluten-free matzah, all are not usable for ritual. But you only need to have a little tiny bit if you have a sensitivity. So there you have it, an exploration of the Seder plate to get us started.